Hello, my name's Andy and welcome to the garage. Well, here we have November's donations and purchases, and it is a huge lot to get through. So let's get started, shall we? Well, first up, we'll have a look at some donations, and these are all from Tony Hughes, the Diecast and Modelers community, the DMC, who's donated a lot of vehicles this month to members of the DMC. We just had to put our hands up and he would post them on to us at his own expense. So big thank you to Tony. Now here we have the first one, asked for the F1 cars and any other scrappers. So I'm always running out of parts. Here we have a Corgi Toys Cooper Maserati, and it looks pretty good. It may not look like it, but all the plastic bits are there. The seat's missing, the driver and the screen, but there's a good source of parts there. Along with that, we have another F1 car, Cooper Maserati Formula 1, the same one. We've got two tyres on this one, two wheels. This exhaust has disappeared, I think. Yeah, look at the other one, got a longer exhaust, but I'm not sure if I've got one of those. I've got a video that you've probably already seen. And here we have another Cooper Maserati Formula 1. Beautiful, and you can see we've got the steering wheel and the rear view mirrors in this one. And it seems to be intact at the rear on the exhaust pipes, etc. And we've got 4 tyres, 3 tyres. We know it was a number 7. Now, did it have a screen? It must have had a screen over there, I think. What I did find in the bottom of the box, and I was wondering what it was a steering wheel. And as you can see, looks very much like one of the other models, the Cooper Maserati. So I'll put that in the box I'd put it in, that I'd found. Then another one of my faves, John Player Special F1 Corgi Toys, the smaller of the ones they did, and that's not in bad condition at all. It's all there, it's a bit chipped and worn, but that is a nice example. And here we have quite a large beast of a car, BRM 136 F1 scale 1/32, polystyrene, made in Italy. And is that recoverable? There's a chunk out the windscreen there. I think you could do something with that because it's not that big. I think that's recoverable, you know. You'd have to do a bit of research on it, see how it should look. But looking at that, that is really nice. Then another one which has been hand painted, over painted, Corgi Toys Hesketh Ford. Just see there, 308, 408. It's been pushed along that much, this one. It's worn that number out. But again, that's all there, and that could be coming soon on a channel near you as a restoration. I asked Tony for some spares, and he's included me and Mick Manley in this post. 2 of these, so I'll be talking to Mick later this week. One of those will be going to Mick. Jeep FC 150. This one's got no glass. It's got good rims. Paint's actually very good on it. How it lost its glass but kept the paint that good, I don't know. Whereas this one's far more intact. It's got a sticker on the back. Corgi Toys Jeep FC 150. Bit of cracking on the glass there. So me and Mick will probably take one of those. And I know I've got one of these in stock, and I did need some parts, and this is brilliant because the glass is spot on. There's 3 guys in the back. There's a guy in the front steering. Simon Snorkel. And there we go, look. Corgi Major Snorkel fire engine made in Great Britain. And that's a nice one to have. Obviously some damage at the rear here. The basket's gone. Maybe a few other bits. But not impossible. So thank you very, very much, Tony, for those. Oh, here's 2 more. Some scrappers Tony's put in. We've got some interior there. That's quite nice. Gear L6.4 with a Chrysler V8 Corgi toys. Some doors. Got a bonnet that doesn't want to come out, but I'm sure it should. Got a boot that lifts up. So we've got a bonnet, a boot, an interior and some doors, which will be useful. And then we've got a Volvo P1800. Obviously been chopped at some time. This is a Simon Templar car. But once again, a good source of parts. So let's move those to one side and move into the purchases, shall we? First up on the purchases, we have this huge 90 style limo that I paid £2 for. It's plastic base, it's non-branded, it's in actually good condition. Bit of paint wear there, polish would have sorted it out, but I'm sure you've probably all guessed now, this is going to our banger racing friend Kevin Vincent of Kev's Banger Racers, and he'll do something wonderful with that, I'm sure. So we'll put that at the back. That was a good start at the car boot. We've got a modern plastic caravan Senator. I think the hook goes in and out. I think I'm going to keep this one, Kev, for when I do a modern saloon with a tow bar. Fire Chief's car. It's a bit cartoony. Trying to read the underneath of it. Lesney, made in England, K5053. I don't know if you can see that. I've struggled to see that. That's got a nice engine. It looks like it's all there. Obviously it's lost all its chrome. Maybe something's gone off the back there. There's 2 holes there. That's a nice one. Then I picked this up, and now this has seen somewhere. Dinky Toys fire engine, number 555 there. As you can see, the base is pushed in. All the tyres have had it. The wheels themselves look retrievable. The body's taken a few dings. This would need some straightening. That door's dinged in. Still got the ladder. I think there was only the one ladder on these. The bells are corroded. But that'd be a nice one to try and bring back to life. That really would. So we'll put that to one side. Then one not really for restoration, an Austin Healey 3000 Mark 1 by Corgi. Intact. I think it just needs a clean. As you can see, it's a bit grubby in there. That's a nice one. Then a great car of the early 90s, BMW 850, 1/42nd scale, and it's made in China, MC Toy, I think that says there. But it's quite a nice model actually. Saloon car goes. Seats. There's a seat missing there. But that's about it. That's not bad. I'm not sure if you could turn that into a racer. Take the rest of the seats out or do something with them, make it a racing car. Swap that seat back over. That's a possibility. A crane, I think I've had a few of these actually. Matchbox Super Kings, Hercules Mobile Crane, K12, K113, 1974. That's not bad. It's a bit of corrosion on, I think it's a bit stiff. That glass is cracked. But I picked a lot of these up. I picked about 10 in this lot of purchases for £5, just to get them the spare parts really. And here's one of them. Now this is retrievable. An ambulance, Corgi, Chevrolet van. It's quite big. There's my hand. It's quite big. The doors are there. Fairly clean orange interior. Not a big fan of the orange. Lights are there. Beacons there. So that'd be a nice ambulance to do actually. I look forward to doing that. Then I did like the look of this Porsche 928. See who makes it. Pullback 928, made in Hong Kong. 139 scale. Not sure if it'll pull back anymore. No, maybe it's on this carpet. But obviously that's seen a better life. But that would be nice to do. Not sure about the steering wheel, that low down, if you can see that there. That would be digging into your legs. But I do like a 928. It's one of my favourite cars. Is it in the supercar league, an early supercar? Certainly knocking on the door. That would be nice to do. Put that to one side. Then a cab. Started to try and pick up a few cabs. This is a Corgi. Sure what truck that is. Is it a modern Mac? Is it modern Peterbilt? But it's all there. It's got all its bits. Albeit they've lost their shine. That would be a nice one to do. Something classic. Just turn that over and have a look. Matchbox models of yesteryear. 1938 Lagonda drop head coupe. It's quite nice, isn't it? If you're into your more vintage cars. Then something that has definitely seen a bit of life. Dinky Toys, Super Toys, Guy. That's been overpainted heavily. That body, so is the cab. It all seems to be there. There doesn't seem to be anything missing. I mean, apart from the tyres, which we can see. That's certainly on my to-do list to do. And I'll put that to one side close so I don't forget it. Just knocked one off there. That was a Lagonda hit the floor. Snowplow, Dinky Super Toys. Missing its axles at front. It's got them at the back. It's missing the tailgate. The glass is inside. Let's see if we can. There we go. And to be honest, the glass doesn't look bad at all. Now, it must have had a snowplow on the front. Obviously, it hasn't got that. But I bet that's a generic cab that Dinky have used for a few. And the glass looks really good in there. It's been protected because it's fallen down. I think it's a spares vehicle, I'm not sure. With it just having the glass, you could do something with it. Not a plough again maybe, unless you want to buy the parts, if you can buy the parts. Then what's this funny looking thing? Turbine truck, Quality Toys by Corgi. And that's the bottom half of it, really. I think Krapodnik's just done one of these turbine trucks on his channel in shell livery, and it was an excellent build. Well done, Nick. I think I bought this just for the spares. As I say, it was in the 10 for a £5 packet, as was this. Is this a Zephyr? Ford Zephyr patrol car. lost its glass. Interior looks totally shot, but it's got some hubs, it's got a base, but a few cars were missing bases, it's got a grille, etc. So not a total dead loss. And quite a good taxi. Corgi Austin London taxi. Now I've done the dinky version of this, but I've not done the Corgi one. And maybe this one's too good to do. But the alternative, if I don't do this, is it will get bang erased. So plastic wheels, I might do that. I've got 3 or 4 cent to curve the bang eraser anyway. Then a little trailer. Diecast 1981F. Britain's 1992 there. Made in China. I thought it was non-branded when I picked it up. I didn't see the Britons. Mind you, it was early in the morning and it was cold. So that's a really nice trailer to have. Wheels are good, etc. And I was looking at that to go on the back of potentially a Land Rover in the future or something. So pop that over there. Now here's something nice. Leyland Comet Dinky Super Toys. Tyres are shot, especially that one. I'll take that off now. A dangerous nail sticking out there, look. What was and is holding the flatbed on. But a nice model to do. No damage at the front, I can see there. That's very nice. That's one for me to do. So I've got 2 trucks. I paid a couple of quid, I think, for each of those. Now this was in the 5 for a tenner, and I bought it for the engine. Seemed to get a lot of drag racers, hot rods with the engine missing. So I just bought this for the engine, and it's a Matchbox Superfast Hellraiser from number 56 from 1975. That's quite nice, actually. I don't know what the rest of it was, and I don't think I've got one, but I bought it for the engine. And isn't this lovely? Piston chipped Hot Wheels 2002 Malaysia. And it looks like a chopped Jag to me. Maybe that's a term I've not heard, piston chipped. Wheels seem okay. That'd be nice to do. And I did like the look of that. Now, this was thrown in. Bought 5 for a tenner and managed to get the guy to throw this Rover 75 in by Dinky Toys at the end. I've got another Rover, but it's got no front pillars. So this is quite nice to have. I've got 2 Rovers now, and I think I've got enough to do one of them. So that's on the list to do, and a nice simple one. I need to do a few simple ones. Well, I couldn't resist this. An aeroplane. Matchbox Cessna SB9 202 made in Macau, 1974. It's quite a nice looking little Cessna that. I've got a few dinky ones to do, which I think are Beechcraft, but they look like that. I was pleased when I saw this. Budgie Toys. Budgie Service. Day and Night. 1960s. No, it's 13967. Budgie Toys towing tender and breakdown truck. I haven't got the towing tender. I did pay that for it. I want a lot of room for haggling, particularly as I didn't want anybody else to get it. But it's got the ratchet there. It's missing the hook, obviously, that goes over there or comes through there. Look, now there's a little pin there, so it must come through there and hang on there. Maybe a light missing, certainly some decal missings, but I did a budgie toy and everybody seemed to like it. So a bit of research and that one could be jumping the queue. No glass. Looks like it's been retired at some point. not sure if that is the original rivet. I thought it was, so I'm not sure if they retied the back as well. They look a bit older. Not heavily played with, that one, I wouldn't have thought. Here's another one. Dinky Toys, Bedford. Axles are bent, tyres are shot. It's got the tailgate, if that's what you want to call it. It all seems to be there, so that'd be a nice one to do as well. And at £2, I thought the Dinky Toys I bought at £2 were a real bargain. Right, I'll have to clear some of those away to make room for the next batch. I'll just stop the video there. Right, here we go with some, I think these were auction purchases, not quite sure. Fire tender, fire warden, Land Rover 109 WB, non-branded, had a couple of these before. Plastic tyres, nice that it's got the roof rack, really good glass on it. Rear door opens, it's got a tow hook, that's a nice one. And then another one, police, but it's lost the rear door, this one. Same model, 109 non-branded. That's two of those. And I have been through this box and I've wrapped this one up for a special reason, that it's a Dinky Toys Triumph TR2, the Agostini Mattel, and it's in excellent condition, that's why I wrapped it up. Now that Dinky Toys sign of a TR2 in this colour a week or two ago, a couple of months ago, so that's obviously not for restoring, but a beautiful reproduction of an original Dinky there. A Majorette, let's just turn it round. Majorette, made in France. ECH 160th. Not sure what truck that is, but the cab comes up, nice engine. Glass might be cracked on the cab, but it's not too bad. It's a Savienne, or is it a Renault? It's a Renault build, that might be the truck name. Big trailer on it. Let's just zoom out for that. There we go. That's a big trailer. That's a nice one. Not sure if I'd do that, to be honest. Then something people may be more familiar with. A Matchbox Super Kings number K14 Freightliner from 1971. Now, there's two doors in there, so either side, they're not missing. That's a scratch, not a crack in the glass there. The glass is good overall, so that'd be a nice one to do. It's all intact, and they're conveniently the two sliding doors. So that's a nice one. Nice to have it intact. Put that in there. Still in its box, a little Majorette. Metal. Looks like a Morgan. And indeed it is a 251 Morgan. That's quite nice, don't know what to do with that. Might put it on eBay. I'm not going to do it myself, there's nothing to do there. Tank. Is this an I don't know my tanks that well. Corgi M60A1 medium tank. US Army stars. Aerial's still there, a little bent. Tracks are there, that's important, and the running. Screw base, not sure about the colours, which army that'd be. But desert colours to me, but this tank was a bit late to be in either of the Gulf Wars, I think. So, nice one. Oops, this one's coming out in bits. Now that is a heavy chunk of metal. and it had this on the back, which I just tried to pick it up with. That is heavy. That is a Britain's made in England Jeep. What's that Jeep that we had? Was it Jimny? No, forgotten what that British Jeep was. The Champ. That's it. Is that a Champ Jeep? That's in excellent condition, actually. A few scratches, but nothing great there. Let's put that there. Then another 4x4 we're well familiar with, the Corgi Toys 109 wheelbase. Tyres, probably retrievable. Paint's obviously had it. Glass is good. It's got a top, this one. That's quite a nice example, that. Tail hooks long since broke. Now I like this sort of futuristic tipper truck. Super Kings K4, made in England, big tipper, 1973. So that's quite nice, and it's still got its hydraulic suspension working. Wheels look good, quite like that. Not in need of much restoration, I'm afraid, though. Then we've got one of these. Is it the Sandwagon? Matchbox Major number 4, I think. M4. Vrohof Hopper. There it's got the trailer, this one. You don't normally get them with the trailer, I've found. So that's quite nice. Though that is not the original hook, I don't think. I think somebody's done that, and I think they've not made a bad job of it, to be honest. Glass is good on the cab, so that's a nice one. We'll pull him to one side. Another taxi, Corgi Toys London Taxi 418. Chipped and more worn than the previous one we've seen, so maybe I'll keep this one for resto and give Kev the other one. This one does need a bit of help. But glass looks quite good on it all round. A few decals on there, and we'll be rocking and rolling. Is this the Wrecker truck? Made in England, king size Matchbox K2 Scamel heavy wrecker truck. It's lost a couple of tyres that side. It's a good parts, and you can see it's been left somewhere. It's started to get corroded, and I don't know what it is with these. I've had a few where they're missing the glass. Hook's gone. So why do they always have their glass missing? Then some little forklift type thing, I don't know. Sambron Jacklift 1977 by Lesney. Never seen one of those, to be honest. It's missing something, I should think. But chipped and play one. Just taking these out of the box as they come now. That trailer's plastic, but this is die-cast. Majorette. See if I can read it. It's here. SGD, Majorette, France, ECR 1/100th scale. Bernard. Oh, there it does. It comes away then. I'm not have to try and pronounce that French at all. That's quite tidy for anybody that's into majorettes. That might find its way onto eBay, because I've got to get rid of a few things, to be quite honest, that obviously don't need restoration. The Matchbox Speed Shop, that's quite a quirky thing, isn't it? Matchbox Super Fast Model A Ford 1979, made in Macau. Quite like that, actually. I like the speed shop element of it, when clearly it'll be struggling to get to 30. Oh, this is a nice buy. Glass is good. Dinky Toys, what's that there? 5-tonner. It's the 5-tonner. It's got the spare. Tyres aren't bad. I think they might be original. They've not been replaced. That one's flat, obviously. One rivet. Glass looks really good. So that's a really good buy at the auction. If this was an auction buy, I can't remember. Alien Barford. Shovel. As they call it underneath, Evelyn Barford tractor shovel made by Lesney, king size number 10. That's quite nice. I'm not sure if we'd have a top on there, but it'd be nice to do that because it has lost most of its paint. But it is, fortunately, all intact. There's a bit hydraulic units down either side. So I quite like that. I do like that. Put that up there. Coming towards the end now, we've got another Land Rover 109. Later one, I think, because it's plastic tow hooks gone this time, but tyres are shot, as they nearly always are on these. I think these get a lot of play outside, these Land Rovers do. That's not a bad one. Not a bad one to have. Then another little tipper. Who's that by? Super fast. Number 26, site dumper number 1976. That's quite a tidy little thing. When I remember these, which will be pre-1976, shall we say, they didn't have the cab on them. There's none of this health and safety business going on back in the 60s on those. Now this would be more like it, back in the 60s. Dinky Super Toys, Muir Hill dumper, made in England by Meccano. It's got all its tyres and wheels. It's got the driver. No, it's no protection for the driver. The ones I used to see, they'd be facing the tipper and sat there with a little engine at the back. This is a bit different, but bumpers there. That's going to be nice to do that. I've not done any plant for a long time. And oh, what we got here? Once again, confirming this was an auction buy, we've got a spare door. Not sure what that came off. Did it come off that Land Rover? But it would be painted white if it did. So we've picked up a spare door there. There's another bit of plastic there. God knows what that's off. So, what is this month's star buy? Well, that's pretty close. But I purposely kept these little dinkies at the back, and I do like this one. It's got the glass. The glass is good. It's all there. It's that little comma 5-tonner. So for restoration, but it's close. I mean, it's so close because we also have this lovely budgie toy as well. But I think for me, these two are the star buys this month. So I look forward to doing them. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you to Tony Hughes once again for his donation. And I look forward to seeing you all next time for a restoration which might be one of the ones in front of you. So take care and goodbye for now.